Good day everyone, and we are Group 3 and this is our presentation for Milestone 3 in Purposive Communication.
According to the research, between April 2021 and January 2022, 34 cockfight enthusiasts, locally called sabongeros from areas of Luzon, went missing. 19 are from Laguna, 6 from Manila, another 6 from Batangas, and 2 from Bulacan. They have been referred to by the media as the missing sabongeros. According to the research, the first documented disappearance was on April 28, 2021 when 2 men were seen escorting Michael Bautista in handcuffs in Santa Cruz, Laguna. A cellphone video recorded on May 11, 2021 showed 2 cockfight enthusiasts were their disappearance in Santa Cruz. And then, on January 5, 2022, Jeffrey and Nomer Defano of Hagonoy, Bulacan failed to return home after a cockfight in Lipa, Batangas. Their van was found abandoned 2 days later near a bridge along the MacArthur Highway with their clothes inside. January 6 in Hagonoy, Edgar Malaka, Alexander Quijano, and Atong Sakdalan were reported missing after telling their families that they were going to Lipa for an online sabong event. However, on January 13, 2022, 4 cockfighting players went missing from the Manila Arena by 6 more players from the same area followed. CCTV footage from that day showed a convoy of vehicles driving away from the arena in Santa Ana, Manila. One vehicle in the convoy was a Toyota Tamaraw FX driven by neighbors cockfight players who went missing in Rizal. According to the research, on February 8, 2022, the Philippine National Police said they had identified a number of persons of interest in connection to the missing sabongeros. The police said that investigators talked to the cockfight arena managers and security guards and were eyeing match fixing and double-crossing as a potential causes of disappearances. On February 17, Department of Justice Security Menardo Guevara ordered the National Bureau of Investigation, or what we call NBI, to investigate the disappearances of over 20 sabongeros. On February 25, Facebook posts appeared online showing pictures of dead bodies, claiming that they were those of missing cockfight enthusiasts that were found in Tanay Rizal and Bulacan. On March 16, 2022, police identified 8 people involved in the disappearance. The Department of Justice announced on December 19 the incident of 3 police officers in connection with the robbery and kidnapping of Richard Lasco on August 30, 2021. On February 13, 2023, police released photos of 6 Manila Arena security guards allegedly involved in the disappearance. Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remula offered a 6 million reward to anyone who could provide information about the suspect.
Hi guys, my name is Marvin D. Pagigan. Today, let's talk about our topic. Our topic for today is about the missing sabongeros in year 2022. And now, let's find what are the forensic approaches available at that time. A Manila court allowed 6 suspects in the missing sabongeros case to the post-bail. Department of Justice or DOJ officials said the Manila Regional Trial Court Branch 40 granted the suspects bail for a total of 3 million each. Senior State Deputy Prosecutor Richard Vadalion said the 6 suspects were allowed to the post-bail included Julie Pantidongan and his companions, Blair Codilla, Mark Carlos Zabale, Virgilio Bayog, John Consolacion, and Roberta Mantillano Jr. They are facing 6 counts of kidnapping and serious illegal detention charges over the alleged abduction of 6 individuals at the Manila Arena in January 2022. And that's all. Thank you.
Witness interview and their reliability. Eyewitness reports has been a critical part of criminal investigations for a long time. Their credibility, though it's threatened by several factors such as stress, adverse lighting, and leading questions. Research has determined that memory can be susceptible to change, with witnesses at the time adding misinformation to their recollections. To counteract these problems, the cognitive interview approach was established. This process led witnesses to rebuild the setting of the incident to improve memory recall without causing inaccuracy. Though effective in extracting detailed reports, cognitive interview need to be used with caution to prevent such flaws as social desirability bias or poor face recognition if timed incorrectly. Physical evidence collection and preservation. The integrity of physical evidence is important in criminal investigations. Securing the crime scene is the first important step, which helps to prevent contamination and maintain the evidence in its original form. Investigators meticulously document the site through photographs and sketches before recovering any materials. Certain kinds of evidence necessitate special processing procedures. For instance, biological materials like blood need to be kept in air-permeable containers to avoid degradation, while electronic devices might need anti-static packaging. A clear chain of custody is important to ensure that evidence does not change from the time it is collected to the time it is presented in court.
Legal jurisdiction for the missing Sabongeros in the Philippines. The case of the missing Sabongeros, a group of over individuals reportedly abducted in 2021 and 2022, presents critical questions surrounding legal jurisdiction and the application of the legal framework within the Philippine justice system. The case is complex not only due to the nature of the crimes involved but also because of the legal intricacies in pursuing justice for the victims. Legal jurisdiction. Legal jurisdiction refers to the authority granted to court and the other law enforcement entities to handle criminal case. In the case of missing of Sabongeros in the Philippine legal system, has clear jurisdictional rights over the matter of the following reasons. Territorial jurisdiction. Disappearances occurred within the boundaries of the Philippines, specifically in the regions such as Laguna, Batangas, and Metro Manila. The regional trial courts in the areas hold territorial jurisdiction to investigate, prosecute, and resolve the case in the accordance with the Philippine law. Subject matter jurisdiction. Given the serious nature of the crimes, kidnapping, illegal detention, and robbery, the RTC courts hold subject matter jurisdiction as outlined in the revised penal code. The criminal offenses are under the purview of the courts within the empowered to try and convict individual accused of crimes. Personal jurisdiction. As the suspect in the case were arrested and charged, Philippine courts gained personal jurisdiction over the accused. The jurisdictional authority extends from the moment a suspect is brought before the court, ensuring the legal process can proceed. Appellate jurisdiction. The legal process has seen several levels of the review, with the Court of Appeals stepping into the reverse, the Division the decision of grant bail to certain suspects. Appellate jurisdiction is a crucial aspect of ensuring that legal errors made in the lower courts are reviewed and corrected, ensuring justice in the service.
Legal framework governing the investigation of the missing Sabongeros is governed by several frameworks which ensure that due process is followed and the rights of the victim, suspect, and witnesses are protected. Revised Penal Code. The Revised Penal Code lays the foundation for prosecuting crimes such as kidnapping, Article 267, and robbery which violates Article 294. These provisions are key to the charge leads against the accused in Sabongeros case, criminalizing unlawful detention and theft. Republic Act 6981, Witnesses Protection. These laws provides protection for witnesses who have critical information, ensuring they are safe from mutilation. This is particularly important in high-profile cases, like the missing Sabongeros, where fear of retribution would silence which witness. Republic Act 6975, the ALG Act. The Philippine National Police, particularly the Criminal Investigation of Detection Group, CIDG, is tasked to leading the investigation. This act gains them the necessary powers to handle complex criminal case and secure evidence crucial to the case. Department of Justice circulars. The DOJ circulars guide the preliminary investigation and procedures for prosecutor handling such cases, ensuring consistently and to legal norms through the investigative process.
And that's all. Thank you for listening to our presentation.